The Fire returns, episode 3 of Duma's journey, the lioness who would not bow the gathering storm. The winds had changed. Duma could smell it, rain on the way, and something more. A shift in the air. It had been a season since they fled the Riverlands. Her cubs were no longer cubs. Tambo's mane had thickened, and the fierce glint in Nia's eyes mirrored her own. Even gentle Maji had learned to strike like a thunderclap when hunting. But Duma's heart beat for more than survival now. It beat for home. A coalition forms Django, the rogue male who had wandered into their lives, had earned Tambo's trust. The two hunted together now, young males learning to lead, to protect, to rule. Duma watched them, knowing the future of her bloodline depended on them. She called a meeting beneath the baobab tree. There, with the night alive with crickets and wind, she told them, "The Riverlands are ours. They were stolen by cowards. We flee no longer." Tambo growled low, a sound no longer that of a cub. Django nodded. Nia's tail flicked once, ready. The march begins. They moved under cover of night. The journey was slow, 20 miles of open grasslands, hyena territory, and elephant trails. Duma led them like a shadow, slipping through danger, her mind fixed on the cliffs where her pride once raised cubs in the morning sun. By the fourth night, they reached the edge of the Riverlands. It was quiet, too quiet. Return of the nomads. From the cliff's edge, they saw them, Kondo and his remaining brother, Baku. The third nomad had vanished, perhaps dead or driven off. But Kondo was still king here, his mane now streaked with gray, his roar still full of venom. Duma's eyes narrowed. She didn't fear him anymore. The ambush. They waited until the rains came, thunder and lightning splitting the sky. Then they struck. Django lured Baku away with taunting roars. Tambo charged from the shadows, slamming into the older lion like a crashing wave. Nia and Maji split the herd of wildebeest to cause chaos in the plains. And Duma found Kondo. He was drinking from the river, unaware. Kondo turned, their eyes locked. And then they clashed. It wasn't a long fight. Kondo was strong, but slower. His blows lacked fury. Duma's roars carried the rage of a mother who had lost a cub. And she did not stop. The river roars again. By morning, the Riverlands belonged to them once more. Tambo stood atop the ridge and roared into the rising sun, joined by Django, by Nia, by Maji. Their voices echoed like a storm finally come home. And Duma, her coat wet with rain and blood, looked out over the land she had reclaimed. Not just for her cubs, but for every lioness who ever fought alone.